We're going to look at the plight of those seafarers who are still at sea beyond the term of their contract, but in the wake of COVID, it's exponentially worse. On helping these humans get back to their loved ones amidst a pandemic. Companies are doing what they need to, or even able to, given the cost that is associated with crew changes today. But we will seek to discuss the business side of shipping and the responsibilities and challenges that ship owners, managers, and charterers are facing.
I think we will have all seen the news and the headlines that say there's around 400,000 seafarers who are currently on board ships unable to get off them. And the implications of those are clear. The problem isn't just a maritime industry problem, it's also a travel issue. So whereas you have countries that are allowing crew changes to now happen in ports, the problem is there aren't flights to take those relevant crew from that port and country to their own country. So the problems are still in existence. In that regard, you had MOAs which had been agreed pre-pandemic, if you like, and just did not give a second thought to what would happen if the seller couldn't get their crew off the ship at the time it needed to be delivered, or whether the buyer couldn't get their crew onto the ship at the time it needed to be delivered, where it is either not possible at all to remove the crew and replace them, or whether doing so is really expensive.
Yes, absolutely. In one of my previous roles, we faced the situation where a delinquent ship owner had their vessel arrested in the yard and basically stopped paying the crew. And the stark reality of essentially 23 men worrying about their families mostly, rather than themselves. And so the biggest concern and the biggest issues that we faced were the worry and the mental health related issues. As a shipyard, we had a moral obligation to assist them. So we provided generators with fuel so that they could run the air conditioning during summer. Pretty simple. We provided food because the agent was running out of money, etc., etc. And we did that on a humanitarian basis.
It was an unprecedented challenge, as you can imagine. You know, getting the people to the site to take over delivery on time, that was one part of the challenge. But then doing the risk assessment, what if the crew had been subjected to the COVID-19 virus? Which countries are going to accept for them to come ashore and get the necessary treatment that they might need? Although there was a big financial loss, it was decided to self-quarantine the vessel. Once the handover had happened, vessels sit at anchorage for 2 weeks. You know, I think we had to say that, okay, commercial aspect is important, but nothing as important as our people. The most valuable asset is our people, our sea staff. So I think that was a strong message and maybe helped them through the difficult times.